unlock all the machines. So we know what we have to do, right? Nobody has any question regarding log shipping or any other thing? Because I'll directly jump to the demo because that is the only thing that was left for log shipping, right? Do we need to open SSMS here? Node 2? Do you think that we need to open SSMS in Node 2 in order to configure log shipping? No, we don't. Okay. So I am connected to node 1 and node 2. Here we go. Okay. So I am sorry about this because I have configured log shipping on that previous database that we were using here. We can see. Okay. What I'll do is I'll create a new database and we can configure log shipping on that, right? Let's create new database. What should I name it? What should I name it? Name anything. Can anybody suggest me a name? Any name. Name it log ship 2. Okay, because I guess the last one was log ship. I'm naming it log ship 2. Okay, is it okay? Let's move forward. Let me check. Log ship 2. Okay, log shipping DB was the previous one. Log ship 2 is the new one. Let me open a new query. Let me create table. What is the query for create table? Create table what?
Name of the table.
Name of the table. So let's name it. We already named test, right? Let's name that. Let's name it table 1. Is it okay?
Yeah.
Okay. Now what do we need to do? We need to open the bracket.
Serial number INT.
Serial number, yeah. Okay. Serial number INT, comma. Let's take name. Varchar
20.
Okay, 20. Comma. Let's say what should I now? Let's take fee. Okay. Fee is also numeric. Let's numeric. Is it okay? Can we run it? Yes, table has been created. So here,
Insert.
Insert table.
Insert spelling.
That is what I'm doing. Insert table.
Insert into table.
Insert into table. Okay, sir. Into
values. Table 1 values.
Table 1 values. Let's say 1, comma. Let's name it local. Okay. We can't. Let's take Firoz name. Okay. And let's put 10,000. Is it okay? What is wrong here?
Single quotes.
Okay, this. We have what happened to my mouse? Take Asha here. Is it okay? Can I run these values? Let's see. Okay, great. Let me just check it once. So let's start from table 1. Yeah. So I have the records in the table. I have created a database. I have records in that table. Sorry, I've created a table inside that database. I have inserted the data in the table. Now we are good here, right? What do we need to do next? In order to configure log shipping, what do we need to do next? We need to take a backup, right? What backup? We'll take a full backup and a log backup, right? So how do we take backup? Backup database. Database name. What is the database name? Logship2.
Yes.
To disk. What is the disk that we'll be using? For that, we will be creating another shared folder. We won't be using the same folder. Or we can use the same folder. What is wrong here? Can we use this folder? The previous databases are also the backups. Can we use this the same folder?
Yes, yes.
Let's use the same folder. And give a slash and we'll give a name, right? So we are going to give it a name as log ship to dot BAK. Is it okay? Let me copy this.
Yes.
So in order to take the log backup, what do we need to change here? You change this database to log.
Yes.
Okay. And is there something else that I need to change?
TR.
Great. Let's execute. Okay. So a full backup and a log backup has completed, right? Now what happened is that if you will go here, go to properties, go to options, come back, options. It is on full, right? Is it on full or pseudo simple now? Is it on full or pseudo simple? Now it is on full, because previously, if we would have not taken a full backup here, as we have taken a full backup, it would have been in pseudo simple recovery model, right? So now it is in full recovery model. Always make sure whenever you're this configuring log shipping, your database backup, this recovery model, sorry, should be in full or bulk recovery model. Okay. Because in simple recovery model, you cannot take log backup, right? And log shipping is all about log backup. Right? Even in mirroring, then also you make sure that it is in full recovery model. Okay, full or bulk. Is it clear? Can we move forward? Okay. So what do we need to do now?
We need to copy to save.
We need to do what?
Copy.
We need to copy. What do we need to copy? See, we have a database. I'll tell you from the starting. Maybe I am confusing you because it got break also yesterday, right? So we needed a database. We have a database now, right? We needed some data inside that. So we have a table with values, right? We needed a backup. We already took the backup of full and log, right? Let me check once. The backups are there or not. Yeah, the backups are there. This is the full backup. This is the log backup, right? Now, where do I have to go? Yeah. So now what do we need? And because we have taken this backup in the shared folder, which basically means we have the shared folder available already, right? Let me check in Node 2 if we have the copy folder where we will be copying it. I don't remember if I created it that day, but I must have, because I created this demo somebody. Okay, so I already created a local folder here. This local folder does not need to be shared. Okay, you simply go here, you create a new folder, and you are good. Okay, you don't have to manage anything, you don't have to share anything or do something. Okay, is it clear? Do it in the Node 2. Okay, what is Node 2 right now? Like what should we call it? Secondary server?
Secondary server, yes.
Yeah. Okay, so it is the secondary server. So you'll be creating that local folder in secondary server. Okay, you don't need to give it any shared or any kind of permissions or something. So we are good till here, right? We don't need anything else, do we?
Yes.
So are we good to go ahead and demo log shipping, or do we need something else? I don't think so. Let's go. Let's see if we can configure log shipping. This is the database that we want to log ship, right? Right click, properties, last option, sorry, second last option, transact log shipping. Click here. So log shipping, as I told you, is a three step job, right? One is setting up backups or taking backups. Second would be copying backups. The third would be restoring backups, right? So let's enable this particular database, right? So this backup settings have been what? Came to life, I guess, right? Let's click on backup settings. Okay, so here we need to give a backup path. What path do we need to give here? This is the path where
shared folder.
Yeah, here you would simply you won't give the exact path. You will simply give the machine name, that is node 1 / and now the path. Path means the folder which is going to be. So the machine name and the folder name, that is all that you need to give. So its name was log shipping, I guess. Log shipping shared. Let me check it once. Log shipping shared, right? Try to make sure that you don't misspell something. Okay. Having a look twice, thrice, four times is not a wrong thing, right? So it is log shipping shared. Try to make sure that you don't make any mistake. Then here it says that if the backup folder is located on the primary server, type a local path to the folder, like C:\backslash and backup, right? Try not to write. Okay. Try to go and take the path. This is the path. Let's copy. Let me close it. Is it correct? Is it correct?
Yes.
Yeah, because I've just copied it. I've not written it, right? So there are less chances. Actually, there are no chances of getting wrong, right? Okay. So it says, what does it say? It says delete files older than 72 hours. Okay. This is the default setting. You can make changes. You can increase or decrease the hours, but I will keep it as 72 hours. Why do we need to delete files after 72 hours?
Disk space.
Disk space, obviously, because log backups are going to happen in every 15
10
minutes, right?
minutes.
As it is, see if you can see it here, it's written over here. The schedule says occurs every day, every 15 minutes, right? Between 12 a.m. to 11:59 p.m. Right? This schedule will be used starting today's date, right? So just imagine in one day, how many backups would be there? Log backup if you won't delete it from 12 a.m. to 11 p.m. Just 12 hours.
46.
Sorry, 24 hours. Sorry.
96.
96 backups. Just imagine 96 backups in one day. Can you imagine in 3 days how many backups will we have? 96 into 3 straight, right? So that is why we keep deleting it. So we don't have any disk issues, disk space. Are we good?
Yes.
So I'm not going to make any changes here. Okay. I'll keep this as 72 hours. Alert if no backup occurs within 1 hour. Like if in case 1 hour goes without any backup, it will send us an alert. Okay. Is it okay? This is the job name that is going to be created. Backup job will be created. As I told you that day before yesterday, log shipping is based completely on jobs, right? What are the 3 jobs that need to be created? Sorry. Let me see if I have that. What was the name? What was this? When did I create this? Right. Name did I give it? Yeah. Do you remember this? So what it said that day is we need to have how many jobs do we have here? 1 backup job, 1 copy job, and 1 restore job. If you see, it is completely based, log shipping is completely based on jobs. If you want a backup job, why would we use this shared folder? if we won't have a copy job, the backup of this particular server will never be able to come in here, right? Or else somebody will be needed to manually do it, right? If you won't have a copy job, what will we restore? So it is completely based on these three jobs. Okay, let's go back here. Okay, so the backup job is going to get ready, whose name is ls, that means log shipping backup underscore log ship 2. This is the file name that we have. If you want, you can make changes to the name as well. I am not going to change anything. However, I am going to look at the schedule once. However, the schedule is perfect. If you can see, it says the name of the file is ls backup schedule underscore node 1 / equal 2017 1. Why is this one written over here? Okay, I'll leave it like that. This is a recurring job. As I already told you, it is going to occur daily at every 15 minutes. Are we good? Do we need to make any changes to this? I don't think so. So I'll just press OK and I'll move forward. Okay. I have just on this page, I have just given the path, the network path. What is the network path? The machine name and the folder name. That is all, right? Then I've given to the primary server path, right? Where the local path, sorry, right? So the local path is C drive log shipping shared folder, right? Let's press OK. So first step is completed. What is the second step? It says we need to have a secondary server instance and database, right? Where are you going to restore the database? Okay, this is the place where you are going to back up the data. Sorry. Okay. This is the place where you are going to back up the data from, but where are you going to store the data? You need to give us a place where we are going to restore the data, right? So let's go and add a server. What server are we going to add in here?
Node 2.
Node 2, right? Okay. We have node 2 here. Yes, we have node 2 here. Can simply connect. Great. So it says that now we are connected to node 2, right? SQL 2017. What is the name of the database that is going to be created over there? Logship 2 only, the same name, right? Now let's come to this. Says you must restore a full backup of the primary database into secondary database before it can be a log shipping destination. It says you need to restore a full backup of the primary database into secondary database before it can be a log shipping destination. So what do we need to do now?
Full backup.
We need to restore a full backup, it says. Okay. So it says, then still we have three options over here. Okay. What does these three options say? What does these three options say? Tell me, guys.
Restore options.
Right. So it says that yes, generate a full backup of the primary database and restore it into the secondary database and create the secondary database if it does not exist. So this is for the people who are too much lazy. They do not want to do anything. So it says that, okay, take a full backup of the primary database and restore it into the secondary database. Even if there is no database or no backup yet, what do you need to do? You need to create that database for me. Basically means that I am going to sit back and relax, man. You do it for me, right? This is the first option. Second option says Yes, restore an existing backup of the primary database into the secondary database and create the secondary database if it doesn't exist. It basically means I have taken the backup, you restore it. Half lazy people, right? Then comes the active people. They say that no, the secondary database is initialized. Now, if you remember, I told you the other day, in order to initialize, I told you that this is called database initialization. For that, we needed to do what? Does anybody remember that? We needed to restore the database as well. We needed to take a full backup and a log backup, right? Then we need to copy the backup. Remember? And we need to restore the backup in the secondary database. So how are we going to do that? How are we going to do that? We have not initialized, right? I forgot, my mistake. We'll have to cancel this. Cancel this. It will take just 1 minute. Okay. How am I going to restore database here? We'll go here, restore database, device, options, add. What is the network path? 10.10.10.1. From node 1, we are taking it, right? See $sign. Let's see. We have it. Yes, we have it. Log shipping shared. These are the two backups, right?
Yes.
Press OK. Okay. So we are here. Let's go to files, relocate. Do we need to make any changes? I guess not. I'm not wasting any time, guys. I'm just directly going. Okay. Can anybody tell me what state do we need to take here? No recovery? No recovery only, right? That day I told you that every time when we are actually going to restore the database in log shipping, we will be using no recovery only, right? Am I correct? Can I move forward?
Yes.
Is there anything that we need to change? No, right? Let's press OK. Yeah. So it says the logship 2 is here. Now the database has been initialized for us. Is it? So let me click in here. Let me refresh this server. Let me click here. Let me refresh this server. Okay. Now we'll go ahead. Right click, properties, transact log shipping, enable backup settings. What path is needed here? It says file server and backup. So it is node 1 /. What was the name of that folder now?
Shared.
Log shipping shared. What happened to your voice? Log shipping shared. Is it correct? Okay, what is the path? Let me copy the path just to be sure. Because however not very good. Copy, minimize, paste. Do we need to change anything? No, schedule is correct. Yes. Okay. Okay. First step is completed. Let's go to second step. Let's add the server. Connect. Node 2, correct. Connect. Okay. Last option. No, the secondary database is initialized already. We've just initialized. Let's go to this copy files option. Here, what do we need to give? Destination folder of the for copying file.
Log shipping local.
Log shipping local, but how are we supposed to give it? It is a node 2, right?
Yes.
Then we can simply write it, can we?
Yes.
Because we cannot go to that machine, right? We will again have to go that way. 10.10. Right? So it's better not to. We can directly write this. What was the name? Let me just check once. I am confused in the names. Node 2. Log this. Okay. It says lock ship local. Okay. So it is lock ship local. Is it correct?
Yes.
Do we need to make any changes in here?
No.
All right. Let me just reconfirm once, man. Maybe the spelling and everything is correct or not. Okay. So it says this is the path. C colon reverse slash lock ship local. Is it correct? The spelling and everything seems good. Just press OK. Okay. So it says, what is the job name? This is a copy job now. Again, this file is also going to delete. The copied file will also get deleted in 72 hours. Right? Is it clear? Now here also you can make the changes to the schedule. Okay, but it seems correct. This is also going to occur every 15 minutes, right? This is also going to work exactly the same as the backup job is going to work, right? Every 15 minutes there will be a copy job. But how is this supposed to work, Siddharth? If the backup is getting done at the same time, the copy is getting done at the same time, is the restore also going to get going to work at the same time? Restore is also going to happen. Yes, it is also going to happen at the same time. But how is it possible if restoration is happening at the same time? Sorry, backup is happening at the same time. Copy job is working at the same time. It is also running at the same time. How is this possible? Either it will take a backup, or it will copy it, or it will restore it, right? Then how in the world is this going to work? So first the backup job will run. The second 15 minutes, after this 15 minutes, copy job will work. After that 15 minutes, backup job will run. Is it clear? Lock shipping actually does not give you the exact correct data, right? You'd be behind approximately 15-20 minutes, 15 minutes to half an hour. Okay. Do not expect lock shipping to give you 100% correct data. Is it okay? Can we move forward?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. So I'm keeping it like this. No changes. Okay. Everything looks good. Just press OK. So second database is also created. Okay. What does this say? It says that you can create a monitor server instance. Do we have a monitor server instance? No. We have only created two instances, node 1 and node 2. Then what about the node 3? Who is going to monitor this? What is a monitor server? Any idea? So let's say that this is the monitor server. What is the role of this monitor server? It also has everything same. It will also have a database. I will not create anything. The only job that this monitor server has is to keep an eye on what is happening to my now. Okay. The only job is keep an eye on the log shipping process. Okay. It will just simply keep an eye. These eyes doesn't look good, man. Take this. Okay. So this monitor server is only going to keep an eye on both the servers if everything is working fine or not. It will keep an eye if the log shipping is the process is working smoothly or not. If there is a problem, if the backup jobs are running on time and correctly, if the database getting stored in the shared folder or not, is the shared folder available for the copy job? The copy job is working fine or not? The copy job is storing the file in the database, sorry, the data backup data in local folder or not, right? Then again, the restore job is able to take the data in or not, and it is being able to restore the data in this particular database or not, right? This is the only job of this monitor server. Okay. So in log shipping, it is not that mandatory, and that does not even make sense. Okay. But it will make sense in mirroring. Okay. We'll talk about it in mirroring. So we don't have any monitor server. What are we going to do? We are not going to do anything. We are going to leave it. See, it is giving you an option to use a monitor server instance or not. I'm not going to click it. Okay. So now it is also giving you an option of scripting the configuration. Whatsoever have you like configured in this log shipping, right? You can script it out. We don't need it. We will simply go ahead and press OK. Okay, Siddharth. So now you say that log shipping has been configured, right? Okay, let me close it and move forward. Let me see if we have something here. Yeah, it is working. But Siddharth, you already did it, right? You only did it while restoring the database. You kept it in restoring stage. How do we know that log shipping is configured? Okay, yes, we got a message that yes, log shipping has been configured, but is there a proof? Let me refresh this database. Is there a proof? What is the proof?
Can we check that in local folder?
I'm sorry.
Can we check that in the local folder?
We can check that in the local folder. Let me check it in the local folder.
Or else job activity monitor.
Job activity monitor. Correct, Sunil. Let's complete first option that you told me. Okay. You said that we can check in the local folder. In the local folder, there is no backup till time of logship 2.
Okay.
It will take 15 minutes, right? As I told you.
Yes.
We'll have to still wait for approximately 5-6 minutes, I guess. But as I told you, that the backup is going to happen first. So we will have to go to check shared folder first, right? I guess. Because first it will go in the backup shared folder. Is it here? Yes, it is. But this is the one that I took myself in order to initialize it, right? So again, this is not the one, right? We have just configured log shipping, so it will take at least 15 minutes. Okay, let's see if it works or not. Okay, now the second option you told me was to check the job monitor. Okay, here it is. It says, let me show you. It says that yes, there have been 2 jobs created. One is the alert job, another is the backup job. Okay, alert is for alert. If in 1 hour it won't work, it will inform us. Why is it written succeeded? It hasn't been 1 hour. Because it has been created successfully and there is no option for it right now to give an alert, right? So for it is running successfully. For the alert job, it is running successfully. How do we know it is running successfully or not? Why does it says never here? Because it has, yes, it is yet to run, right? After 15 minutes, this job will run. However, this job has been created and it doesn't look to have any problem, right? Yeah. So we will simply close this for now. Okay. So how many jobs are created here? This is the job. One job, backup job. Backup job is created over here, right? Let me see. In server 2, how many jobs do we have? Where is the SQL Server agent? Job. Okay. How many jobs do we have here? Logship 2. One job says it is going to copy the data. Right. So one job we had in the first server, which was the backup job. Another job that we found in node 2 was the copy job. How many jobs do we need to have here in node 2? Two jobs, right? One
Two
is the
jobs,
copy job,
two,
another is the
yes.
restore job. So one job we found, copy job is there. Let's see if we have the restore job or not. Okay, there is one more job of log shipping. It says ls restore node 1, which basically means it is log shipping restore node from node 1. This is the server name. What is the database name? It says underscore log ship 2. So we have two names here. Okay, so that you created three jobs. Perfectly fine. I believe you. Okay, fine. Because you are the trainer, you are saying that, okay, the jobs have been created. Believe me. Okay, I believe you. No problem. But that what if I am in an organization and somebody tells me, give me a proof if your log shipping is even working or not? Then what am I supposed to do? I will show them that, see, these are the jobs. These have been created and they will run. Everything will work fine. Is it like that? Is it so? Okay. Before we move forward, I gave you two questions. If you guys remember, I asked you, can I configure log shipping in enterprise edition? Did anybody care to search for it? There was another question that, can I configure log shipping in different versions of SQL Server? Do you remember the question? Very good. Okay, no issues. Not wasting any time. Let me move forward. So if you want to check if log shipping is working properly or not, or if you want to check the database of log shipping data record, like related to log shipping, what we need to do is we simply need to go to databases, system databases, and we need to go to MSDB. Okay, here we have under the tables, we have 11 tables. 11 tables just for log shipping. Can you see this table? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Sorry, 11. Yeah. Is it more? 11, 12. Oh, okay. Previously it used to be 11. Now it is 12. Okay. Can you see this table? So that how are these tables supposed to help me? And what specific table should I go for? So I must tell you that these tables contains information about the jobs. If you remember in the starting when I was explaining the databases, the system databases, I told you that MSDB is the one which contains all the database, all the information, sorry, not the database, all
Jobs.
the information regarding the jobs, automations, maintenance plan, right? Log shipping, backups, restores, all of these things, right? All the information is found over here. Okay. So as log shipping is also a part of, it is completely based on jobs, right? And
Yes.
jobs are supposed to be here. All the information is supposed to be here only, right? So log shipping also becomes a part of this particular thing only, right? That is why we have all the data in here. Okay. So that how am I going to check it? What table should I check? Okay. So let's go ahead. Let's check. It says shipping, log shipping primary database. Let's go ahead. Let's check this. Let's say select top 1000 rows. What does it show? Oh, I guess it has been created. This is the one. Leave this. Forget about this. This is the one that we have created right now. Logship 2.
Yes.
Okay. Where is the backup directory of this particular log shipping folder? The same, right? What is the backup share that we gave? Node 1 for the same folder. Okay. Then it says backup retention period. What is this backup retention period 4320? Let's open a calculator. You guys know it, what it is. But okay, no problem. We'll go ahead and use it. You don't have a calculator? Okay. I'll open it.
4320 minutes.
Yeah, you're going almost
72 hours.
right. Exactly. Arey, why is this not working? Okay, I'll go like this. 4320 divided by 60 is 72 hours. As Sunil said, Sunil absolutely right. Okay. What is this 72 hours? This is the retention period, backup retention period, which basically means these many hours or these many minutes, 4320 minutes, the data will be retained in the system. Okay, whatever backup you are going to take, it is going to retain in the system for 4320 minutes. 4320 minutes basically means 72 hours. Is it clear? Do we have any confusion here? Okay, if not, I'll just move forward. Okay, let's see what it is. Backup job ID is there. I don't think we need to talk anything about it. See, this is what I was telling you. If we don't take a monitor server, the node 1, the primary server automatically becomes monitor server here in log shipping. We don't need to put in another server. This is not compulsory. Some companies have bigger budget, right? There will be times when if your organization has a very good budget, they can set up another machine for that, just for monitoring purpose. They will set up a this purpose, I'm saying. Set up a server. Good to go, no problem. Yeah, there is no problem with going with another machine. But if mostly the companies with either less budget or some companies who do not want to go for this monitor server just because of the sake of going for a monitor server. Okay. Nothing is going to happen with that monitor server. It will just keep an eye. It will just help the alerts to run, right? Same is done with node 1 also. The primary server can also do the same, right? Log shipping is either way a manual process, manual failover. There is no automatic failover in log shipping, right? Old time job, sir. Where are we living? We are living in an automatic failover time, sir. We are living in always on time, right? Rarely people will use, but there will be company who would be working on log shipping. I cannot say that nobody uses log shipping anymore. There are people who use, there are organizations who use log shipping still, right? But okay, this is an old concept. Okay, so I am not going to work on this monitor server. I'm not going to work on the monitor server. I mean, okay. So for now, as a monitor server, node 1 is working. The primary is working. Is it clear? Can we move forward? Yes, we can. Security mode says 1 basically means active. Here it says last backup file. Still, there is no backup taken. 15 minutes not done. So we will be waiting for the backup. Okay. Backup compression is 2. Is this clear to you guys? Do we need to check secondary as well? Let's go to check secondaries. Let's check what do we have in select 1000 rows. Okay, we don't have anything yet. Secondary has not been used yet. When will the secondary will come in role? After we take a backup in the primary one, right? The primary has to yet run, right? So there are all of these things. I'm not going to talk about all the tables in here. We have a table for alert. We have a table for error details. What was the error? When did the error came? History detail. Let me show you this history. See, it says this is the agent ID. What agent type was working? This is the session ID, right? Database names are log shipping, which was working, right? See here, Now we have logship 2 as well. Right? Let's go ahead. Backing up transactions, log, primary database, deleting old log backup files. This is the copy job, right? It will remember that it has to clear off the jobs which are 72 hours old, right? Then the backup operation was successful or not, whatsoever it is, right? This is what it is doing. It has all the information in there, right? Similarly, in all of these tables, you will find some or the other type of data, right? I'm not going into depth into this thing. Is it clear? Can we move forward? Is it clear?
Yes.
Okay. Let me show you one more. There was backup media family. Yeah, in this backup media family, if you remember, while we were completing backups, I told you about backup media family. Here also you can get all the details of your this thing, log ships. Can you see it here?
Yes.
You have all the data in here, right? Okay, so let me close all of these things and let me move forward. Okay. I guess I am muting you, Sunil, for 1 second. In case you want, you can unmute. Oh, you muted yourself. Right. Okay, some kind of noise was coming. I'm sorry. Okay. So let me go back to the lodge. Where is it? Okay. What if I go here? Properties, transaction log shipping, which is active already, right? What if I go here and go to backup shooting? No, sorry, not here. Yeah, I go here. Okay, restore transaction, and I change from no recovery to standby. What will happen? What if I change the recovery state? The restore option. If we change from no recovery mode to standby mode, if there will be any active transactions at that current point of time, sorry. So if there will be an active transaction, you don't have to worry about it. SQL Server itself will take care of that and will save it in a separate file, okay, called TUF file. What is the TUF file? What is a TUF file? I'm going to write it in. It will call it a TUF file. Okay, this is an interview question. Okay, so try to remember this TUF file. Okay, what is a TUF file? Transaction undo file. TUF file is array. Close this. Open a new. Okay. So it is called the TUF file. Transaction undo file. Okay. Is it clear? SQL Server will see if the commands or the the transactions are getting committed or not. As soon as the transactions will get committed, everything goes good. This TUF file will automatically change to what file? TRN file. What is a TRN file? Log backup file has an extension of TRN, right? .trn. Is it?
Yes.
So this TUF file will automatically change to TRN. Okay. Then there is one more file. It is called WRK. What is WRK? The files, the copy jobs, copy jobs, copy. Like the copy jobs are copying. Okay. The files which are getting copied by the copy jobs. Okay. In the backup, copies from the backup. Okay. To the shared folder. Okay. Or from the shared folder to the local folder. Right. This would be the correct thing. Right. The copy jobs are going to copy the backup files from the shared folder to the local folder. Okay. These files will have an extension while it is getting copied from one place to another, from the shared folder to the local folder. Okay. In between this time, okay, when it is getting moved from one place to another, right, it will have an extension of WRK. Okay. Now am I clear? These WRK files are known as, however, this is not an interview question, but still you should know it. This is a normal thing, work file. Okay. 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 So in the interview, they might ask you what is a tough file or what is a TUF file. Generally, people will call it TUF or tough, anything. Right? There is no confusion, or there is no hard and fast rule that okay, you are bound to call it tough, you are bound to call it TUF. Some people will call it tough, some people will call it TUF. Just be aware of it so you know what it is. Okay. It is a transaction and do file. Nobody is going to ask you about work file, but people might ask you about the tough file. Is it clear? Can we move forward? Yes, we
Okay,
are
sir.
moving. Okay. So what we are supposed to do now? Okay. So that it is cool that we have configured log shipping. We have checked everything. Now let's go. Let's just see if the backup has been. Yeah, I guess the backup. Oh, it's not taken. Why? Okay, we'll see it after some time again then. 7:21 was the backup. The last backup it took was 8 a.m. Yeah, it has been taken. Yeah. See, this is the backup that it took automatically, right? This is the full backup. Is it here? This is the backup that I took. This is the backup which log shipping took, which was done by log shipping job, right? Will it be here in the local folder? Note 2. Let me open this. No, it is not here. Why? Because it will run after 15 minutes of this particular job, when this job ran, right? Okay. This will keep running. You all know it takes 15 minutes to copy, 15 minutes to back. Sorry, restore. Okay. Let me go back. Okay. So that everything is cool. Everything is going smooth. I have understood. Okay. This is how we are going to configure log shipping. Not a very hard and fast thing, right? Easy peasy. We can do it anytime. But that, what about the failovers? You said that there is no failover, automatic failover in here, right? So how are you going to check the failover, or what is this failover that we are talking about? What are the conditions? So sir, ma'am, the condition is when you get to know that, okay, the database have been crashed, or there is something that has been happened to the database, you are bound to you are bound to manually fail over this database. How am I supposed to manually fail over this database? See, your backup sorry, your database has been crashed. Let's say that this database has been crashed. So you cannot do it. But in my condition, I can take a backup. Right. So what I will do is I will just run this backup. So I have a current backup. Okay. I am just doing this on purpose. Don't do it in your office. Do not try to do it in your organization, please. Right. Because obviously you'll be doing it when the database is crashed or something is wrong with the database. Right. Without any reason, you're not going to fail over. Right. I am doing it just for your sake to so I can show it to you. Okay. So this is the backup job, Lockship 2. Right. I will simply run it. Start job at step. Great. Oh, it has been successful. I will disable this job. It has been disabled successfully. Yes. Okay. So that you have just disabled this job, but these particular jobs are still working, right? What about them? Sir, ma'am, when there is no backup, what is it going to copy? Where is it going to copy from? If they won't be able to copy anything, what is it going to restore? Yes, these jobs will run and they will show to be successful, but there is no data to be copied, right? The backup is not there, right? So these will automatically go down. Like they will keep running, but doesn't matter. Is it clear? Is it clear? What am I going to do now? I'm going to go to node 2. I'm going to go to node 2 and I'm going to restore. I'm going to restore this backup manually. Add. Where do I need to go? Where is the shared folder? This was the shared folder. $sign. No, $C. This is the shared folder, right? Where is the backup that I took right now? Between these two. It must be between these two. Which one is it? I guess this is the one. Let me check. 812. Yeah. 1253. Okay. So this is the latest backup. I will simply click on it. I will click OK. Okay. Okay. Great. What do we need to do in here? I will go to files. I'll relocate file. I'll go to options. What am I supposed to do in here? With recovery, without recovery? We are doing a failover. We need this server to be up and running, right? So we will obviously go with recovery, right? We will press OK. What happened?
Failed restore.
But why? Everything is good, right? I have taken the backup. I have taken this file. See, this is the database. This is the timeline, right? Let me go to files. It says, okay, you can go ahead. Let me go to options. Now what? Shall I overwrite? Shall I overwrite? Again, it is no. So that it is not happening. What is wrong with it? What is wrong with it? Acha, tell me one thing. If I'm going to manually restore this backup and the lock shipping is configured, it is I'm not doing a failover, but I'm doing a manual backup and restore. Will the lock shipping keep working or will there be an error? telling me. Guys. So let me close this for a while. Let me go to Note 2. Let me go to this folder. We have two backups in here. This is the current backup, right? This is the current backup, right? So it is available here. Can we run it, the restore job from here? Can we run the restore job from here? Yes, we can. Let me go here. Let me start job at step. Even if we do the manual restoration and the path is correct, it will work. No problem in that. Okay. If in case the backup restoration is not working, what we need to do is we will be bringing this database to what position? We'll bring it online first, right? After doing it as a recovery, right? With recovery, and it will be activated. No problem. Then you can restore the backup easily. Is it okay? Yeah. Okay. How am I going to do this? How am I going to restore it now? Is there a query?
Yes, restore.
How do we do it? Does anybody remember?
Restore database.
Restore
name.
database. Restore database. Database name
So-
is, I will just pull it from here. Okay. Then
to this
to disk. To disk. Okay.
path name.
What is the path name? Path name was, I guess. Sunil, we are restoring it. Is this correct? I'm just asking. What is the path name?
C column.
C colon. Folder name was local something. No, wait. It was Lockship local, I guess. Lockship local, right? Okay, so let me open. Lockship local. /. Is there something else?
No, I think there, there is no path
Nothing. Right? Then
with recovery.
with recovery. Is it correct?
Think so.
Sorry. No. Says the statement is incorrect. See guys, do not fall into these things. In case you are getting stuck somewhere, simply go to the job. Where is the job? Restore job. Simply go to the job, double click, make changes here. You can make changes here, right?
Yes.
Make changes over here. Is it okay? But it is always better to use a command. Just a second, guys. Yeah, sorry. What were we talking? Bringing the database online. So how do we bring the database online?
Restore database name with recovery. There is no path, I think so.
Right. Absolutely. That is why I gave you a hint also that Sunil, we are just restoring it. So restore database, one second. Database name. Simply we'll go with the recovery.
recovery.
Nothing else. Okay. We'll simply why? Am I not?
Yes.
Okay. Is it online? Let me just refresh it. Check. Yes, it is online.
Yes.
Can we check the files? Yes, we can check the file. Is the table available here? Yes, the table is also available. Okay. Now what do we need to do? There is a manual failover. Okay, there is a manual failover. I can understand that. But now you have restored this database. This database is active. What am I supposed to do now? The first thing that you are going to do without wasting any time after restoring this database, immediately inform the application team so that they can change the connection string from this server to this server. First thing. Is it clear?
Yes.
Yeah. What is the second thing that you are going to do? You will be configuring reverse log shipping now. What is reverse log shipping, Siddharth? Now, man, you are confusing me like anything. What is reverse log shipping now? I barely understood this thing. Right? What do you think would be reverse log shipping? Yeah. What might be reverse log shipping? Nothing. There is nothing in there. As the failover, after the failover, the database is active in node 2 now. Right? You will be configuring same thing, considering node 2 as node 1 and node 1 as node 2. Sorry, not node 2 and node 1. Node 2 as primary and node 1 as secondary. Okay. You will be taking backups in node 2. You will be using this backup jobs in node 2. Right? You will have a shared folder here. Then you will have a copy folder here, local folder here, restore job here. Right? And this will be your secondary server. That is all. Okay. What will you do? You will simply go here. Okay. Here, right click, properties, configure a log shipping job, enable this backup setting. Okay. I don't have a shared folder right now here. Okay. Else I will give a path and we will do the same thing here. Considering this node 2 as the primary server and node 1 as the secondary server. That is all that you need to do. Nothing else. This is this simple. Okay. Is it clear?
Yes.
I hope log shipping, configuring log shipping was very easy. What do you guys think? Is it complicated? Do we have anything that you might make you feel that this was complicated? Might have looked like, but it is very, very easy. And trust me, mirroring is far less complicated than this. This might be a bit complicated, but mirroring is way too less complicated. Right? It is very easy. I thought we would configure mirroring as well today, but we are running out of time already. Are there any questions? Are there any questions, or shall I move forward towards mirroring? Okay, I am hoping there is no question. Okay, so we'll be moving forward. Okay, So let's talk about mirroring. Okay. Let me open up. Not here. Okay. How much time does log shipping takes to restore data? What is the difference?
15 minutes.
15 minutes, right? So it will take 15 minutes. I'll just write till then. Okay. So it takes approximately 50. It takes approximately 15 minutes, right? What do you think? How much time would mirroring take? How much time would mirroring take?
10 minutes.
10 minutes. Any more guesses? Any random guesses? No problem. You can be wrong. The name is mirroring.
Half an hour.
Half an hour. How does it work when you actually, let's say,
Half Siddharth.
no, half an hour would be very, very big number of minutes. Okay, I'll tell you. The name says mirroring, right? How much time does it take when we stand in front of the mirror? How much time does it take to reflect us back?
Within no time.
No time. Same goes with mirroring. It takes no time. Okay. In mirroring, it immediately copies the data, right? Immediately copies the data. And it is very easy to configure as well, right? Plus, I must tell you, mirroring actually works almost the same as always on, right? If you have practiced to configure mirroring properly, you will have no problem in configuring always on. It is almost the same, right? And it actually always on, actually, I guess this is my perception. I guess that it follows mirroring path. The way mirroring works, always on works exactly the same. Okay. So what is the difference between log shipping and mirroring then? Apart from this, that it takes 15 minutes to reflect the data and it will reflect the data immediately. The first thing is that the servers here, what were the servers called there?
Primary and secondary.
Primary and secondary, right? What are the servers in mirroring?
Primary and mirror.
Here it is principal server and mirror server. Okay. How does mirroring work? Like, if you remember, I just told you guys that log shipping works on jobs. How does mirroring work? Mirroring basically works on endpoints. Okay. Mirroring basically works on endpoints. Okay. What are the endpoints now? Now the question is, what are the endpoints? Just stop. Just give me a second. Okay, I'm sorry. Yeah, what are the endpoints? What does the name suggest? What do you think? Endpoint. It is like the last point where things are going to end, right? It suggests like that. Okay, so let's say we are inside our house or inside a room. Okay, we have to go to another room. What will be the end point of this room?
Entry.
The entry, right? The gate. And what is the end point of that room? Again, the gate,
Gateway.
right? So the doors are the endpoints. So here in mirroring, we have separate communication channels, right? That will be created by the principal in the mirror server. Okay, let me create this. How do you create a new file in here? Okay. These are the servers. Right? Okay. Now let me take the data. Right. Sorry, these are the SQL server. Okay. It is mirrored. Yeah. Okay, let me take data. This. I'll just keep one. Okay, one would be sufficient. You guys will understand, right? One database would be okay. Yeah. Okay, so we need one more. Something like a yeah, I guess. Okay. So, let me do. Okay, this might look stupid, but okay, you'll have to consider this. Okay, I am sorry about this. Let me take this. Please consider this. I am just creating this. So, oh man, what is happening? I was just creating this. I want this. Okay, consider it like this, man. This end. Okay, here. This end here. Okay, what is happening? This end here is an endpoint. Okay, this end here is an endpoint. Okay, this is the door of this particular server. So this is the endpoint in here. Okay, exactly the same. Here, this is the door for this server. This is the endpoint in this particular server. Is it okay? Is it understandable? I know that
Yes,
this
yes.
drawing is very bad. Okay, but please consider it. Okay. So this is how mirroring works. And from one server to another server, the data travels through endpoints. Okay. These endpoints also have a port name. What is the port name that these endpoints have? Those port name is the default port name is 5022. Okay. This is the default port name. Port number, I would say. Okay. Let me here. Port number is 5022. This is the default port number that the N endpoint will have. Okay. The transactions from this server, the principal server, will immediately go to the mirror server via these endpoints. Right, let me put this from this server to this server. Yeah, it works like this only. Okay, so the here let me put the application, or I'll put a gear option that I have. How many did I copy? So this application is sending data to which server? Principal server, right? The connection string will be joined with the principal server only, right? Of the application. So this is the principal server. The application is connected to the principal server, right? So the database, where is the database coming? Sorry, where is the data going directly from the application to the principal server database, right? The principal database. From here, this database is immediately sending the data to the mirror database. This is the mirror. Let me write this here. This is the mirror. Okay. Immediately, as soon as the data touches this database, this particular database sends the data to the mirror server immediately. You do not have to wait for a single second. Right? Immediately it starts working. That is why it is known as mirroring, right? The best feature about mirroring is what? Before I jump to that, then there is a as I was talking about that what was that in mirroring? Sorry, log shipping. There was a third server, right? To keep an eye on the log shipping. What was it?
Monitor, sir.
Monitor server. That was there to monitor it, right? Similarly, here in mirroring, you have a monitor server. Okay. But what do we call it? We call it the witness. This is the witness server. Okay. What is the job of the witness server? Again. What is the job? What is the job? To keep an eye on this, that these particular mirror servers are working properly or not. Is it clear? Then so that what is the difference between these two? Log shipping was also working like this, right? Mirroring is also working like this. There is the monitor server. Now here you are calling the monitor server as witness server. What is the difference between these two? Yeah. So what is the difference between this particular witness server and the monitor server? What is this witness going to do? This witness is not just going to be a monitor server. This is not just here to monitor things. This will actually be exactly the same as one of these servers. This will also have a database. Okay. This will also have a server configured, right? This will also have a database in it. Okay. This will also have everything, but still this will be witnessing these two servers. Okay. If these servers are working properly or not. Okay. This server with the same setup as these two servers. Okay. Will have to be created just to keep an eye on these two servers. Okay. Is it clear? Why do we need this server? I'll tell you. 1 minute. Now let me get back to the failover that I was saying. Okay. Okay. What is the best feature about mirroring? It is the failover only, right? So here in mirroring, we have an automatic failover, right? What is automatic failover? If you guys remember, in log shipping, I told you that if there will be a problem with the database, if there will be something wrong with the database, if the database crashes, we will have to wait till we get to know about it. What if we don't get to know about it? The database will remain like that in that state, crash date, right? It is not going to get switched to the new server automatically, right? We will have to manually do it, right? That is a manual failover. Log shipping is a manual failover. Am I audible to you guys? Why are you guys not reactive at all?
Yes, audible.
Yeah. Okay. So that is a manual failover. Log shipping is a manual failover. In mirroring, yes, we can manually failover mirroring as well, but we have an option to choose automatic failover. Okay. What does automatic failover means? In case this application is sending a data to this particular database and this database crashes, right? This database gets offline due to some reason. This server, this SQL server gets restarted, or this Windows server gets restarted. What will happen? Automatically, the application string will get attached to this particular server. Okay. It will automatically switch to the mirror server. Okay. And it will call the mirror server as the principal server for array. Yeah. This will become the principal server automatically. You don't have to worry about it, right? Once you see it, you fix the first server, the principal server, which is now the mirror server. Okay. You can fix it. Okay. Your principal server will become the mirror server and vice versa. Your mirror server will become the principal server. This is what happens if an automatic failover occurs. Is it clear? But in case we want to use this feature of automatic failover, what do we need to do? We need to set up a witness server. When we can witness a this thing, when we cannot witness, when we can configure a witness server? Any idea? See, so that the thing is, you're saying that if we are only using 2 servers, we cannot use automatic failover. If we are creating 2 servers, we'll go ahead and create one more witness server as well. What is the problem in there? The problem, sir, ma'am, is that for this purpose, to use automatic failover, we need to pay more, right? We need to pay additional just to use this particular feature, witness server, right? Or automatic failover. Okay, how much do you need to pay? We don't know. I don't know. I really don't have any idea how much do we need to pay, right? But if in your organization, they are going to set up a mirror server, if you are going to set up a mirror server, right? You need to ask your team lead or whosoever is in charge, whosoever is your manager. Okay, ask them if you need to set up a witness server or not. Are we going to use an automatic failover or not? Okay. Mirroring is way too easy to understand. Mirroring is not at all complicated. The failover is also one click away. Far better than log shipping. But again, sorry, every feature has its own benefits, right? So can we move ahead? Is it clear till this time? Are we clear with the endpoints? Do we understand that, okay, this is how the server works? Immediately it sends the data through the endpoint to the other server, the mirror server. What is witness? Why do we need witness? We need the witness for automatic failover, right? Why? How can we configure automatic failover? By paying more and taking this particular privilege, right? Can we move forward now? Let me move forward to the types of ones. So there are 3 types of failovers in mirroring. What are those 3 types of failover? Any idea? What are those 3 types of failover? One is known as, or I'll do it in not would be better. Clear. Endpoints are clear, right? Is there anything that you guys want to know about endpoints? Huh? Just understand that these are the separate communication channels that will be created by the principal and the mirror server. That is all that we need to know about endpoint. Okay. Now let's go to the types of. So there are 3 types. Sorry, 3 modes, not types. 3 modes in mirroring. Right. Number 1 is synchronous mode. Okay. Synchronous mode. This is no synchronous mode with automatic failover. Okay. The other one is known as copy. There is no difference. The second mode is known as synchronous mode without automatic failover. Okay, without automatic failover. The third mode is asynchronous. Okay. Now, what is the difference between synchronous mode with failover? Or okay, automatic failover and without automatic failover, we can understand, right? If we have a witness server, we can have an automatic failover, right? What does automatic failover does? It will, in case the database or the server goes down, it will automatically switch it to the mirror server and make the mirror server as the principal server, right? What will happen to the principal server then? The principal server will automatically become the mirror server, right? This is what an automatic failover does. This is the only difference between automatic and without automatic, right? The manual failover. So what do we need to know about synchronous and asynchronous? What is synchronous and asynchronous would clear everything, right? With and without, we already know. So what is synchronous mode? Let's talk about synchronous mode. Okay. So in synchronous mode, as soon as the data is transacted, right? The transaction happens in this particular application, the transaction hits this database. Is it correct? As it is the principal server. The principal server, the principal database would immediately send this information or the transaction to the mirror server without wasting any time. Even if the data is not committed, an uncommitted transaction happens, right? The database, this primary database will send it immediately as it is without getting it committed to the mirror server, right? The transaction will then get committed in this mirror server, right? This database, the principal database will send the transaction directly to the mirror server. The mirror server will then the transaction will then get committed in this mirror server, right? After the transaction gets committed in the mirror server, what will happen? This mirror server will send an acknowledgement. Okay, this mirror server, this server will then send an acknowledgement to this database, the principal database. Okay, that yes, the transaction that you sent to me has been committed successfully. You can go ahead and now you can commit it. After this mirror server sends an acknowledgement to this particular principal server, okay, the transaction will then get committed over here. Are you getting it, guys? In synchronous mode, the transaction will first hit the principal server, principal database. The principal database will immediately send the transaction to the mirror server, right? Mirror database. The mirror database, sorry, the transaction will then get committed first in the mirror database. Where will it get committed first? In the mirror database. This mirror database will acknowledge the same to the principal database. Then it will tell the principal database, hey, principal database, I have committed this particular transaction. Now you can go ahead and you can also commit this transaction. Then the principal server will get this transaction committed. It will get committed here. Okay. Is it getting confusing?
No.
What about others?
It's confusing.
It is confusing. Okay, no problem. No problem. We can stop in here. Okay. What we can do is I'll talk about this modes tomorrow. Are we clear with the diagram? Are we clear with how the servers work? Are we clear with the endpoints? Asha?
Yeah, teacher.
Are we clear with the endpoints? Do you understand what the witness server works like, or how the witness server works? I am asking you, is it okay? Or shall I repeat it everything from the starting tomorrow?
Tomorrow, please, I will be starting on the
We'll start from the beginning. This is what you're saying?
no, just
With the modes, right? So we are clear till here, right?
It's more.
Okay, no problem. So we'll talk about these modes tomorrow, and we'll configure mirroring as well tomorrow. It will hardly take 20 minutes. Mirroring is way too easy, no pain at all. It will hardly take 20 minutes. Okay, so we can talk about this modes tomorrow, and we will configure mirroring. Is there anything else that you guys want to know? Any question till time? Log shipping, mirroring. Before that, anything in the beginning we had a word with. Sorry, have a word regarding anything. Do you guys want to know about, or have any questions regarding anything? Huh? If you don't have any questions, I will consider that everything is clear. Let me stop the recording then.